today I'm gonna show you the easiest way to make papel picado while I make Monse a papel picado inspired Easter banner. If you've ever cut any type of papel picado before, you know that cleaning up that mat takes so long. And that's why anytime it comes to making any papel inspired projects, I love to use my Curio 2. This is the Curio 2, and honestly, it is one of my favorite machines for cutting papel picado and basically any projects with paper. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. In this video, you'll see why it's one of my favorites. Since this project is gonna be for Monse's photo shoot, I grabbed a few of the eggs to match the colors with the cardstock. You guys know me, you know I struggle because I love pastels, so using bright colors is just so hard for me. So when it comes to Monse's projects, I struggle with the bright colors, but that's why I use whatever prop to match like the colors. So for this instance, since we're gonna have eggs, I'm matching the eggs to the paper. I think these colors match super good and they're so bright, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you've cut papel picado before on like, let's say your Cricut, you know how long it takes to clean up those mats. With the ES mat, we don't have to do any sort of cleanup, so let's go ahead and turn that on. This button here will turn on the ES mat, and I like to turn it on before I get started with my project just because it does take a while. So see right now how it is moving easily? Once the ES mat charges and is ready to go, we'll see that it gets a little harder to move this. And once you turn it on, make sure not to touch the mat because it does use a static charge. So if you touch, you're fine to touch here, but if you touch it where it's not covered by the protective film, you will get sapped. Okay, so now our mat is ready to go. So let's go ahead and add in our cardstock. And I just like to add it to the edges. Like so. And I just do this because this cardstock is a little heavier and I don't want to risk it moving. Here goes our first cut. Okay, so this first egg is done cutting, and I'm going to turn off the ES mat by just clicking this, and that should release the charge, so we should be able to remove this. Let me put the phone back on the stand so I can grab it. Alrighty, so I'm going to start by removing the piece of tape, and I'm just going to put the... I absolutely love the ES mat. See, look at that. Super clean cuts. And now we'll just grab the plastic film, and look, here is all our trash, so we can just walk this over to the trash can and throw it away. And just like that. And now we'll put the plastic film back on again, turn on the ES mat, wait for it to charge, and then grab our next piece of paper. And if you do get bubbles, you can just push them out because we want this to be as flat as possible. For this project, I selected the cardstock heavy material setting. If you would like to see more tutorials on the actual Silhouette software, let me know. I didn't add in any of that this time, but I totally can if you need help or if you're just curious as to how I set it up. Now we can just wait for the remaining colors to cut. I am so excited for this Easter. Monse's godparents gave her an Easter basket a few weeks earlier, and she's been carrying it around like a purse. It's so cute. Last year, she was only 5 months, so she didn't get too involved in any of the activities. That's why I'm so excited for what I'm considering her second first Easter. Do you remember your baby's first Easter? Or will this be your baby's first? Oh, time really flies. So as you can see, this is why I love my Curio 2. The cleanup is so easy. I hope you don't think I'm too weird for showing you how I toss the trash, but I really just wanted you to see how easy the cleanup is. I just removed the plastic film and tossed the scraps of paper into the trash. No more messes and no more sticky mats. Once all of my eggs were cut, I added a few bunny silhouettes to finish off the banner. I'm planning to hang it in Monse's play area this week, and then for our actual Easter barbecue to take it out. I think she's gonna love it. How cute did this turn out? Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me for Monse's Easter crafting. I have a few more projects planned this week, so hopefully I have enough time to finish them. And if you want to recreate this banner, I'll have the Curio 2 and all the supplies I use linked in the description, including the SVG file because it's so cute. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more silhouette projects, paper crafts, and holiday projects. If you do end up recreating this project, make sure to tag me on Instagram because I would love to see it. Happy crafting and happy Easter! See you in the next one!